Good morning, this is Dwayne, and I'd like to talk today about beginning piano lessons. First of all, there's a huge difference between adults and kids when you're talking about beginning piano lessons. I want to emphasize the fact that kids should always have a teacher, a warm body, sitting next to them to help them with their fingering and concentration and so on. Only mature adults who are self-disciplined, and they usually have had success in other areas of life, can do have the self-discipline to take an independent course of study online. And I've had many successful students that have done that. But they're usually people, like I say, that have had success in other areas. They're self-disciplined. They go to work every day, and they're doctors and they're teachers and so on. But it's a vast difference between kids and adults when you talk about beginning piano lessons. Kids start out reading music, as they should, and they start out in a position like this, usually middle C position, and they learn how to play up and then how to play down, and then finally hands together and so on, and they graduate little by little, okay? Adults can do the same thing, but they also should learn chords as they go along. In other words, learn music theory. And by the way, kids, if you're an adult looking for piano lessons for your kids, make sure that the piano teacher you choose teaches music theory, okay? There's many series of books that they can use to teach that music theory, but it's important that the child learns music theory and chords as they go along. For adults, they should learn music theory right away so they can start adding chords to their songs and not have to wait forever. For example, in the first month, say, an adult, instead of playing maybe in the first month or two they can play something like this. I know that's slow and methodical, but it's a lot more satisfying than playing that, as a child would have to do as he matures, okay? So just want to give you some ideas of what you can do to, if you're a beginning adult. The first thing you ought to do is sign up for my free newsletter, because it's free, and it teaches you all the chords and so on. It doesn't teach reading music, but that way you learn the chords: major, minor, diminished, augmented, sixth, seventh, major, seventh, and so on. Okay, so be sure and sign up for that newsletter. Then, if you really are serious about learning, then I have a thing called a crash course. It's a 52-week course, a crash course in piano playing, and it teaches both reading and chord playing. And they can progress like that throughout the year, learning both reading and music theory and chord playing. And that's a vast difference. Okay, so if you're an adult beginner with good self-discipline, then you really ought to consider that course. If you are a more advanced adult, not a beginner, then I do have a course I have an online piano course for adults that teaches arranging. In other words, what to do with chords. Okay, it's for people that already read music. They're not beginners, but they want to know how to arrange. So we do things like this. And we learn how to arrange songs. Each month for 12 months, we take up a different song and learn how to arrange it. And by learning that bag of tricks on each song, then you can apply the techniques you learn on one song to the next song and so on, and your knowledge of arranging using chords just grows and grows. So that's a couple ideas that you can get started in piano playing, whether you're a beginner or more advanced, or if you have a child. I would say this, that everyone that has a child should hire a piano teacher that knows music theory and not try to do it yourself, unless you're a homeschooler who already plays. If you're a homeschool parent that already plays, then you can get piano books and sit down with your child every day and work through it. And a lot of parents do that, of course, and that's very successful usually. Okay, that's it for today. If you like this sort of thing, come on over to playpiano.com and sign up for my free piano tips, and you'll get something most every day in the mail. So until tomorrow, I'll say goodbye for now.